leadership as a theory in Christian institutions, Bible colleges, seminaries, has been taught mainly through the lenses of character and ability.
You know why? Because character forms policy.
Right.
So and people can pay lip service to policy and their character cannot match, and then you'll really start seeing what happens with that as time goes on.
Right.
But character forms policy too. They both trade off of each other.
I actually had a Christian leadership class in college, and again, they identified ability.
Right.
Need to be able to lead, have a mind and a heart for it, passion for it, all that stuff. But in character, and I remember my professor drawing a circle on the board, and he made a pie, basically, and he said, what percentage of the pie, if you give character and ability 2 spaces inside the pie, what percentage do you think should go to ability? So
that's a good exercise.
Folks were throwing stuff out. He said, okay, cool. What do you think in the hiring process people are looking for? Character or ability? Go ahead and draw that for me as well. And that's when it became very clear that ability was like 95% of the circle, and then it was this 5% sliver that was for character.
Right.
Then he asked this question. He said, but what will get you fired, destroy your institution, destroy your church, destroy your family, destroy your life faster? The character or the lapse in character or a lapse in ability? Everybody said, obviously a lapse in character.
Right.
He said, this is showing you what's wrong with how we understand leadership in this country, in the church, and across the globe. Is that we know the thing that's going to tear us down is the character thing.
Yeah.
That's when folks start pulling out their stocks from Tesla when they see Elon Musk smoking weed
on a Joe Rogan podcast.
It's not because he doesn't know how to make an amazing vehicle.
Right.
It's because I don't know if I can trust that guy.
Yeah.
It's a moral issue.
Right.
When Jerry Falwell Jr. has done all kinds of things, bro.
And now it seems like a reckoning is coming.
What was the thing that brought him down, though?
The character.
Yep. So that it's
we all know this.
Folks don't care about character until character shows up and destroys everything.
And that's exactly, and that, man, what you said is key.
Right.
Folks do not care about character until character starts destroying everything.
Right. Because it's just like the sound man.
Right.
No one cares about the sound man
until the sound is bad.
Right. Yeah, it's the exact same
facts.
thing.
The figgity facts,
Fendi.
my guy. And I'm saying that we do that. This is one of the things that evangelical Christians have done. It seems like, especially in 2016. And one of the reasons that some political scientists and historians will say that is because evangelicals just want to win. So now it's become a win by any means necessary kind of thing. And that's kind of the language that you hear even around Trump. He will get it done.
Right.
He has the ability.
Right.
He's a businessman.
Right.
He knows how to negotiate.
Right.
He's a strong man too.
Right.
So he won't take any crap from anybody. He's not going to be PC. He's not going to hold any punches.
Right.
All ability.
Right.
Ability.
Right.
Ability.
Yeah.
Nothing about character. And then when you mention character, obviously we don't agree with. Obviously,
of course,
we don't agree with his character.
Paying Stormy Daniels and all that.
We don't agree with that.
I want my pastor doing that.
We obviously don't agree with any of his character, but we're not voting for him because of his character. We're voting for him because of his ability to get the policies that we want in place.
Right.
Because we think that if the liberals get in power, there's no hope.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, number one, America can be destroyed in many ways.
Right.
Not just by liberals being in power.
Right.
One of the ways that America could be destroyed is by character.
Right.
Issues in the leadership.
Right.
And evangelicals understood that when it came to Bill Clinton cheating with Monica Lewinsky.
Right.
Literally, evangelicals that said at that time that Bill Clinton is not fit for office anymore because of his moral character. The same evangelicals, it's crazy. Ben Howe talks about this in the Immoral Majority book. The same evangelicals came out and supported Donald Trump and made all kind of excuses for his character, all kind of excuses for it.
Right.
Well, that's not why we're voting for him. We're voting for him because it isn't that. We don't agree with his character, obviously, but neither here nor there. What about King Cyrus? That's another thing that a lot of Christians like to bring up.
Right.
Look at how God used King Cyrus.
Right.
And they bring up this kind of vessel theology, which is a whole nother. We would probably have to address that on a whole nother issue. But they bring up all of that stuff, and they make all of these excuses for his character. Yet we understand it with almost any and everything else.
Right.
We understand that positions on policy doesn't matter if your character is not there.
Right.
That's what happens with pastors. Pastors that we all know that were solid theologically orthodox, can preach the roof off of a house, and also can debate anybody with any kind of theological, like, just erudite pastors, beast intellectuals, beast theologians who have fallen. Right. We all of their policy doesn't mean anything
At that point.
because their character is what matters.
Right.
So I think that one of the things that we really do have to consider as we vote is we do have to consider character.
You have to consider character.
And for me,
let me say, our goal here is to give you how to think, not giving you what to think per se.
Right.
Not at least not on everything, because principally what I mean has communicated for us is that you got to take that into the voting booth.
You have to.
A part of what, because you got to figure out, as you think about, if you voted for Hillary Clinton, there was all kind of, if you voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016, you also would have had to make some character concessions as well.
Absolutely.
So the
all kinds.
It applies to both sides. Whether you voted for Donald Trump or you voted for Hillary Clinton, you have to ask yourself, this is not a black and, we got to deal with the abortion thing. I'm hoping that you can. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say about that as well.
Yeah.
But a part of the consideration, no matter who you vote for, is where am I making character concessions and can I afford to make those concessions?
Exactly.